that ended with all of the children under the age of 10 watching Christmas Vacation and being able to recite every word, including all the fun words that we weren't allowed to say normally. But most normally, I remember holding him down and putting the plastic curlers in his fashionable bowl cut, and he would push me out of our cozy coupe plastic car and leave me in Ning's parking lot to fend for myself. He was the big brother I never had and at times never wanted, but he eventually outgrew his days of not sharing, and he is now the smart, kind, and thoughtful young man that Hannah loved so much. Hannah and Andy, to watch your relationship grow into this marriage has been a blessing to our family. It amazes me that for so many years, you were both right in front of us, and it just took the perfect timing for you to realize your true feelings. You're both an example of a loving marriage that is so rarely found in today's time. So to you both, I wish a lifetime of love and happiness, a life filled with laughter and tears that will only grow you closer together. May you find comfort in each other in times of sadness and know the other is an ever-present support that you will always need. May you fall in love with each other over and over for years to come, but most importantly, I wish you the love that you've generously shown all of us. Okay, I'm going to try really hard not to cry in this last part. A very sweet lady used to always say to me, I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. If she were here today, I do believe those would be her exact words to you both. There are no words to describe the love we all wish for you, but please remember to always love a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Holly, the best maid of honor ever, according to Hannah. How about that for good friends, huh? Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now is the brother of the groom, Mr. Ben. How about that, huh? Your future radio DJ here, so please be sure to take note.
Thank you, Jared. If you don't know me, you should know me. I'm Ben Johnson. I'm his younger brother and the best man. There's a couple of things, I'd like to thank you all first for coming to this event. Another round of applause for Andy and Hannah, please. Thank you. Alright, so I guess I'll start from the basis. There's a couple of things that never change in a person's life, not just for Andy and Hannah, for anybody. First thing is that I noticed I called him Andy. And anybody who knows any of us, I've always called him Bubba. I don't know why. People come up to me now, I'm at the age of 22, and say, hey Ben, you still call him Bubba? Yeah, I do. Why? You know you're 22, right? Yeah, I still call him Bubba. I'm 22, I'm proud. So that's one thing that will never change. Second thing that will never change. He may have me by any knowledgeable attribute, he may have me by strength or anything, but the very few rare physical altercations that ever came about between us always came out on top. Whether it was a cordless phone to the side of the head, which was an accident, still say that it was an accident, or one that I'm proud of the most was a 3-foot-long stick to the back of the legs, knocking him to the ground. That one was on purpose. And I'm still proud of that one right there. I hopped over and ran out the door, because after that I was done. Third thing that will never change, and this goes for everybody, is that God answers prayers. Amen. Whether you know it or not, whether you accept it or not, He answers prayers. Coming out of college, my brother graduated from NC State University. Go back! Go back! Graduated from NC State, and just like I'll be in the same boat in this coming up May, a lot of times we had trouble finding a job. It's very hard to find a job in this economy. So we had trouble finding a job. And it's so hard for somebody like him who's had just like the great fly through school, a couple of roadblocks, overall just coming through school easily, no problems. And then you reach that point in your life you have to find a job. And it's kind of hard to find a job sometimes. So I prayed every night, I say, God, please bless him with a wonderful job or a wonderful girl. And if you look now, he blessed him with two things, both of them at the same time. I'm trying to get through this, like, I cry if Chick-fil-A runs out of waffle fries. I'm just a crier, so bear with me. Alright, so, you know, I can sit here, he has a great job with our family's company, a great girl in Hannah. I can sit here all day and name the cliche remarks that best men give the bride, you know, loving, kind. I mean, Hannah fits all the credentials. But the thing that helps me, that makes me realize what makes her so special, is that she brings out the best in my brother. I mean, every time we see them together, it's happy. I like this. Y'all make it easy for me. So, you know, she makes it easy. You know, like the first time she came over, we just watched a movie. Like it's just like it's some other person added to the family. A lot of times, you know, you can have the awkward situation when your brother brings home a girl, and you kind of like, do I talk to him? Do I hang out with them? Do I talk to them later, ask them how they did and everything, how the whole hanging out process went? But Hannah, she came over with Grant after church one Sunday, and we just hung out and talked. It was just so easy. And that's what makes her so great. She brings out the best in my brother.
Oh, Hannah.
She makes him happy, it makes me happy, it makes all of our family happy. And that's what makes her just so loving and so kind. And I'll break it off, I'll keep it short. Charlie, Missy, so glad to have you in our family now. Every time we hang out, it's just a great time, great fellowship. So thank you to y'all. Hannah, glad to officially call you my sister.
I'm so happy to finally have a brother and sister.
And last name's Bubba, I love you.
I'm gonna give you a seat back.
One more thing. Since I turned the age of 21, my brother has made it his life goal to get me to try any beer and like any kind of beer. I still don't like it. Before his toast, I would drink beer just to make him happy. We can raise their glass if they have one, whatever it is. Do a toast of Andy and Hannah to not only love each other, to love each other more and more each day than they loved each other the day before. Keep the love growing and keep the fire burning. To Andy and Hannah. Oh, no. One more thing actually. Alright, one more thing that like I'll add in his speech. Make sure that every night when you go to bed, you make sure to pray for each other. From the moment you go to bed to even.
Just take time.